You may be book smart, but have you ever accidentally dyed your clothes because you washed them with something red? Because I have. Many students my age have no idea how to do some basic life skills, and they end up learning the hard way in college. An easy way to solve this problem would be to require a mandatory life skills class for all high school students. I have been fortunate enough to have learned a few life skills, but I have seen many family members and friends struggle with everyday tasks once going off to college. Some may argue that life skills aren't meant to be taught by teachers and they should rather be taught by parents. But a life skills class taught in high school would teach many important lessons, from social skills to how to manage money and even how to cook. I've already learned some of these life skills, but there's still more to know. My sophomore year of high school, I took an elective called Building Healthy Families. This class went over many life skills such as how to manage money, how to have healthy relationships, and how to live on your own. This class was optional, but it taught me many valuable lessons that I think everyone would benefit from. One of the main units of the class was parenting. Many schools don't do this anymore, but we had to take care of a fake baby over the weekend. This was very demanding, as I had to change the baby's diaper in the middle of dinner at a restaurant and wake up multiple times throughout the night to feed it. This taught me that it takes lots of time, money, and energy to become a parent, and I don't think most teenagers fully realize that. Another part of the class, my teacher made a list of all the necessary items that a baby needs, and we had to find the price of the items, and this taught us just how crazy expensive children are even just within the first year. Of course, the class I took focused on a few specific things, but a general life skills class would teach much more, like even social skills. Many students are not used to meeting so many people at once if they've had the same classmates their whole lives like I have. Meeting new people takes social skills that many students have not had to use yet. Social skills are important when starting college because it's necessary for students to learn how to properly speak to their professors and make new friends. Social skills can also help with getting jobs. According to McMillanEnglish.com, lessons taught in life skills would prepare students with how to get jobs by teaching them teamwork and time management. The class would also teach students how to talk with respect and how to properly answer interview questions without getting social anxiety. It's also important for students to know how to manage their money. Many students I know don't have a checking account and wouldn't know how to open one on their own. This class would help students to open a checking or savings account so they could get their own debit card. It would also encourage students to save their money so they have money to spend throughout college. It's very difficult for many students to save their own money. This class would teach students where to spend and save money by teaching them how to spend money responsibly. The scholarshipsystem.com says money management is very important for students to learn before college so they have money to pay off their student loans or pay rent if necessary. To help save money, it is also helpful to know how to cook. Many students don't know how to cook because they're used to their parents cooking for them or buying food from restaurants. Some schools have a special class just for cooking, but it could easily be incorporated to a life skills class that taught other things. Knowing the basics around the kitchen and knowing how to prepare meals is very helpful to use throughout life. Students that don't know how to cook often resort to buying food from a restaurant or making easy, unhealthy foods such as ramen noodles. SuccessfulStudent.org says that cooking your own food is healthier because the ingredients and the portions can both be controlled. Food from restaurants also costs more than buying groceries, and it is not as healthy. Social skills, managing money, and cooking are just a few skills that all students should know before going off on their own. According to FentonImprint.com, teaching students basic life skills is pretty rare nowadays, but once teaching them, the students would eventually be raised to lead a more productive society. High school is meant to prepare students for college, and it can be done much better by teaching life skills that students will use throughout their lives. If you are a parent, teacher, or even a student, think, is it more important to know the quadratic equation or to know how to pay rent?